Why am I starting a luxury watch brand? It all started with, of course, I was selling jewelry, got into selling jewelry. And it went on, I thought, why not add watches in? Because I'm a big fan of watches. I love watches. I've been wearing watches since I was a kid. And I just always been obsessed with watches. So I thought to myself, why not add watches to my catalog and sell those as well? When I started to try to find the right suppliers and wholesalers or anything like that, it just became very difficult because I kept coming across people that were selling fakes and replicas, and it was very hard to differentiate which ones were real, actual suppliers, licensed suppliers, and then when it came down to that, the profit margins just weren't there. And for me, I didn't want to associate my name with anything fake, replicas, no matter how close it was to the real deal. I did not want my brand associated with it. So when I did find what I thought was a good supplier, the profit margins just weren't there for me to go and invest and get the watches and try to sell them at. So I kept thinking to myself, and I started to think, why not design my own watch? Why not design my own brand and sell my own watches? So I started doing a lot of research. I went down the rabbit hole and, I started trying to figure out how to do this. And then, after contacting tons of factories and manufacturers and getting them on the phone and setting up meetings and meeting with different ones, and I started to learn more and more. And finally, once I landed a good manufacturer, we went to work on it. We went to work on the prototype. And throughout the process, I fell in love with the process of designing my own watch, making my own watch. It was fun to me. It was a lot of work, but I didn't feel like I was working. I just really enjoyed the process. So as that went on, I just, we finalized the prototype after some months, and it's in works right now as we speak. As right now, this video right now, the prototype is in works right now. So they're making it and I'm waiting on that to come in. Once that prototype comes in, if it checks off all the boxes and everything's good and it meets my standards, then yeah, I'm order about a bulk of maybe 50 or 100 watches. And I'm really excited about this. It's a big deal. And that's kind of how I started to build a luxury watch brand. Is it just started with one thing and kept leading down another.